getting the girl, it's, hey, you know what? I'm going to give her what?
A good experience.
And the best experience I can think of to give her is the attraction. So you see how that ties together? I'm having fun. I'm gonna bring these people into my fun. This goes really attractive in the people. So let me give her a good experience by taking her through the attraction ladder, because it's gonna be really great for her, and I'm gonna have fun giving her that experience. And if she doesn't want that experience, well, fuck you. Okay, now I got to, now I'm going to the next one. And then sometimes, that is more, if you get it more advanced, I would say this is more for account managers and more for, blue belts and higher. Sometimes she's giving difficult, she's not having fun, and then you find the fun, and I bet I can turn this around. I'm a sick puppy, I want the challenge. That becomes a more higher level of, because most people are like, she's being mean, and I get that. But when you get good enough, there's a few stories or examples of this. So when I was in Vegas, for instance, my game got too good. Back then, I was I was stupid good back then. These days, I'm like 40% of what I used to be, because I'm like a tiger and dude these days. But I still remember it. So, and it's one of those things, it's like a fighter. You gotta keep practicing and using it. You will get rusty, but it'll never go away entirely. So that's a cool thing too. All right. So if you get a relationship, you break up, and be rusty, but you can get it back with in a few months. But the point is, I was on top of my game where it was literally getting too easy, and I wanted a challenge. So for 6 months, I refused to talk to any girl that was receptive to me on the opener.
Wow.
Meaning, I was literally hunting for indifferent girls just to see how I can turn that around. And I remember in Marquis, I approached this gorgeous, stunning blonde. I was like, oh my God, this girl's awesome. And I approached her with whatever opener, probably the outfit opener. And she was like, oh my God, yeah, she's all happy. I was like, fuck, I gotta go. And I could see the look in her face like, what did I do? What? And I was like, I gotta go. I turned her and I was like, for sure she'll be a bitch. She winks back to be nice. She had to be nice. So for 6 months, and then at the end of it, I did a whole talk on my experience, which you guys can look up. It's ages ago. It's called The 10 Commandments in Handling Indifference.
Oh yeah.
And I had this whole talk, I can't remember off the top of my head anymore, but I have this whole talk listed out of 6 months, 4 to 6 months of only talking women that were different from me from the get-go and how I turned it around. So that's one example. A second example, and ask Albert on this on one of your calls, what his calls with him. We went to Blue Martini. Who's heard the Blue Martini story? Me and Albert going, no? Okay. So we go to this Blue Martini, and by the way, this is us at the height of our game. That was me at 100%. We were God moves, me and Albert back then. A girl every meet for every other meet group, something. And we go to Blue Martini, because it's up in Boca, and we're like, oh, there's a new one that opened up, let's check it, right? And I opened the first set, and she blew me the So I'm like, okay, it happens. Albert, you go one. Albert blew the set, he blows me the Like, what? Okay. Hey, yeah, cobwebs, it's early in the night, right? This happens again, and again, and again, and you get 18 in a row.
Wow.
I was blown out 18 times in a row, but neither every time. Couldn't turn it around. Neither could Albert. And this was us, literally the best I think we've ever been. We did everything possibly right, okay? I don't know, to this day, I have no idea what the f*** is happening. All right? Just nothing was working. 18 blowouts in a row. But here's the interesting, but 2 good parts of the story come at the end. Number 1, every time we got blown out, it got funnier and funnier and funnier. We were, by the 16th to 18th blowout, we had tears in our eyes of laughing so hard. We were like the Joker. All right? It was so we couldn't comprehend this. We're like, what is happening? At one point, I think Albert was about to rip his shirt. This is bullshit. No, your shirt. No, we'll figure it out. What is happening? It was so amusing to us. Because in our minds, we knew we were good. We know what we were doing. There was no oh, maybe I'm not good enough and this stuff. That's something. It was the exact opposite. We're like, this doesn't compute. This doesn't make sense. I mean, everybody did flown out. Of course, 1 or 2 or 3 blowout, that makes sense for us, even at the highest level. But 18 in a row is unheard of. It's unheard of. It'd be like, imagine taking your car on a drive and getting into 18 minor fender benders. And it's like another one, like what is that? Like again? And so another thing hit me, like it just didn't make sense. It was like, this is Murphy's Law of this, right? And so we're laughing hysterical, we're crying, whatever. And the 19th approach, because we didn't let that carry over, because we were just, if anything, we were getting more enscaped than less. We were getting more and more and more enscaped. The 19th approach, we ended up taking her and her friend back home with us. We're like, we went 19th, the 19th approach, we did it. Right? But like, you have to understand how easy would it have been if we threw in the towel on the 10th approach. Would that have been a good day or a bad night? Patrick, number 10. Right? What about the 15th approach? What about the 18th approach? Ultimately, I mean, we were having fun, but the average person, they're like, damn, how demoralizing would that be? If you're like, you approach 18 girls, giving it your all, and they all say, get away from me, loser, f off, whatever. Right? 18 approach, it's like, damn. But because you did one more, she has no idea about all the other 18 approaches. When you have one approach where you end up taking the girl back home and having an after party and all this fun, good night or bad?
Good.
But that's another thing I want you guys to take in right now. I don't care how the night goes. Like, keep in mind, don't be out there with headed or whoever, but I want to understand, I had a mantra when I was learning this, and one of the mantras was, one more set. Because the night's only bad if you end it on a bad note. You could be one more set away from it being the most epic night. You might have met your dream girl, you might have just got your threesome, you might have just met your new entourage girl that's gonna be, she's in a sorority and she's gonna hook up with all her sorority friends. Real story that happened with me and Albert. Like, so you never know. I don't care how bad it's going, I don't care how shit you think it is. No one else knows that but you. No one knows that but you. So the only way you're is if you carry that over into the next approach. If you've been rejected 6 times or whatever, and then you go to the next approach, you're like, I'm in license tonight. My dick cold. This is awful. I'll try with you. No, of course not. Of course she doesn't want me. How about you? Do you want me? No, of course not. I'm a piece of shit. Do you want? Fuck me, man. This ain't fucking. That's what most people happens. It's like more confirmation I suck. More confirmation. But it's not really confirmation you suck. It's confirmation that you're letting the last bad experience carry over. And then it becomes this self-fulfilling prophecy of this like downward spiral doom. Thankfully, with me and Albert, even though the feedback was awful, it was this upward spiral of that hysterical, that's hysterical. Oh my God, what is happening? It was just silliness. And you know what? As we drove back the next morning or whatever, I looked at Albert, we're like, we're going back there again next week. That's the shit. That is the real training route. I don't know what was going on, but we were on Albert, we were on easy mode. This is awesome. Like, because we want that challenge. Like, who here likes to play with blocks? Okay, perfect. Who here still likes to put the circles in the circle holes? You like that one? Yeah. What are we talking about? Who here still likes to play with their action figures? And pew pew pew.
Are we talking video games?
So here's the thing. So obviously nobody still plays like that with the games we played as kids, right? And then you have to ask, well, why is that? And the answer is because it's not challenging anymore. It's just a whatever. It's too easy. It's a net. We've outgrown it. This is a game like any other game. When you get better and better, I promise you, it may not seem like right now, you're gonna crave having a shot punch. Yeah? It was fucking prevent I want to give credit to this. Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins put this. What is the true trigger of happiness? Does anybody know?
Overcoming adversity, difficulty.
That's not his word for it, but it's fucking close for what?
Overcoming difficulty.
Is a word for that, yes. Middle?
Adversity.
Perseverance. Perseverance.
Congress? Yeah, two. Progress.